Tonight, from Sacramento, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Miners taking on San Diego.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Sacramento Miners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it.
Now, two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now they can't bring him down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 70 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Nyheim Hines. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love from the gun, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
His pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Powers ahead at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is Hines. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 137 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Niners, nothing.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and
now an option play on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He spins free. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Love's pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
Love's pass intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one. And that one falls incomplete.
On now, Tucker McCann. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
35-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Makes the score Dragons 14, Niners 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate. Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got Jack Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hines. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Hines. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
21, Miners 3.
Following the touchdown, McCray set to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
They'll take over.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. Left side complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Going back to Love. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, going to the air with Love. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Makes the score Dragons 21, Miners 6.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 28.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1-yard gain brings up
2nd and 9 now.
At the 29-yard line.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Naheem Hines. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
To Jack Doyle.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 11. They will find Davis. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? His pass caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds here. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Love now to pass on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Love now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
Love's pass, intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
McCann's kick up and good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Makes the score Dragons 24, Miners 9.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
25-yard line.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Harris has it over the middle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
He's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Complete.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the play. 1st down, Dragons.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Guys take over 1st and 10.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Are you serious, dog?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Love.
Yards to go.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Dalvin Cook.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going back to Love. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
By Jalen Smith. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 7.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Working out of the gun. Love. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. It's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first.
but he only makes it to the 34.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
They'll take over.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he lost the football. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Three yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Love looking to throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they dump, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Back at the 40-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and more.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.